Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today we want to discuss about numbered heading. About 2 weeks ago, we discussed on how to automatically insert your table of content into your document. However, today we are going to be taking it a bit further by having automatic table of content with numbering. What do I mean with numbering? The heading we have number by having 1.0 as introduction, 1.1 as background of the study, and when it gets to chapter 2 we have 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 and like that. So the first thing we want to do is we want to come to the paragraph section, and this paragraph section we are going to come to this multi-level list. So select this multi-level list. You can see how it looks like. You can see article heading, then section 1, section 2. You can automatically use any of these, or you define new multi-level list. But for the sake of this tutorial, we are going to just use what is here already, and it is straightforward and easy to use. On clicking this, on selecting this, you can see that my heading 1 has changed. I have 1 in front of my heading 1 and 1.1 in front of my heading 2. So if I'm creating heading 3, if I insert heading 1 and 2 into this document, I'm going to have heading 3 automatically generated, and I'm going to modify it and make it better the way I want it to be. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to come back to my chapter 1. I want my chapter 1 to be heading 1. I'm going to come and select chapter 1. That's it, as automatically inserted the number. Now my introduction, I want it to be 1.1. So it's now 1.1. I'm selecting it. Background of the study, I want it to be 1.2, and automatically if I click on it, it's 1.2 already because it's saying it. If I come down, statement of problem is now 1.3 automatically. Objective of the study 1.4. Now my aim and my objectives, I want it to go a little bit further. I want my 1.4 to have subheading also, which is aim and objective. I'm going to have heading 1 on my aim, so that will be heading 3. So it's now 1.4.1, and my objectives 1.4.2, and this is how it's going to continue till I exhaust this first chapter. And this is hypothesis. I'm going to heading 2 again. Significance of the study, heading 2 again. Limitation of the study, heading 2 again. Then I have 2 more, heading 2, and definition of terms, heading 2. Now if you look at this critically, it is well arranged. The spacing between 1.8 and scope and S is unique throughout, is the same rather throughout the whole document, and that is one of the beauty of it. So people might want to put their chapter 1 at the center. Just select it and come and put it at the center here, and you can continue with your work. Now I'm going to move to chapter 2. Go to backspace that. Yes. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to come back to heading 1 because my chapter 2 starts with heading 1. So I'm going to say heading 1 for my chapter 2. And literature review is going to be 2.1. Use this introduction, my high. (2.2). Paraventure, I have so many subtopics here. Let's say I have interest, as a sub of introduction, and I have tax as a sub of interest, and I have return as a sub of tax. I'm just going to continue adding it, and it's going to be available. All I have to do is continue modifying my heading So I'm going to make this one heading 3 is 2.2.1, and tax is going to be heading 4, that's 2.2.1.1. You can see that 2.2.1 is interest and 2.2.1.1 will be tax. So, and this is not the style I want, so I will come here and modify it. Right click on the heading and click on modify. And the preset I've been using has always been automatic for the color. I've been using Time New Roman, and I've not been using italics. So I've been bolding it, so I will bold it. Okay, and this is it. And as I've added heading 4, definitely heading 5 will be automatically inserted. This is heading 5. So I'm going to right click on heading 5 again and modify that too. So I'm going to click automatic Times New Roman. I'm going to bolden it, put it in 1.5 spacing. I think this is nice now. Now, another thing I want to introduce to you here is that new document based on this template, that is, if I select this, other new document I will be creating, that is fresh document, we have these heading styles, so that if I will be working on my first thesis or my thesis, to follow this style, next document I will be opening still be following this style, I can always modify. So I'm going to leave it only in this document. I'm going to press OK. So, and that is it. You can see, so here I have 2.1, 2.2.1.1, and here I want to have 2.2.1.1.1. So if I click here, yes, I have my 2.2.1.1.1, and it is exactly very simple like this. What is accounting? I'm going to name it heading 2. Cost accounting heading 2 also. That's just the logic behind having the number. For most people, what they do before getting this is actually adding themselves. Let's say section 1, you're going to add 1 themselves, something like this. This is not the best method. The best method is using your multi-level list and use your styles to do that, and it's going to be awesome. So section 2, I have my section 2 to be something like this, and exactly that is how it is done. Then we're going to generate our table of content once again. 3 is not part of what we are doing here. So if I want to have next chapter 2, I'll just come here at 3, and this will be chapter 3. I'll go to name it chapter 3. In chapter 4, I think I've been using words. Chapter 4, chapter 5. So I skipped chapter 4 and I'm on chapter 5 now. I'm using heading 1. This is like this, but once I come back to chapter 4 and I add it, it automatically know that there's one below and it has to be chapter 5, and it will automatically update it. It is quite sensitive and it is well presented. So I'm going to come back to the home page, to the first page again, and enter a blank page. I'm going to select references. I'm going to go to table of content here, and I will select any of these 3 that I want. I can still customize my table of content, and if you are connected to the internet, you can still look for more if you are connected to Microsoft actually. So this, I'll just pick this number 2. I so much love this number 2. It's almost the same thing though. So, and this is my table of content. You can see how it looks like. It's very neat. And if this spacing is too much for you, all you have to do is select all the table of content and come back to home. Reduce the line spacing. I want to reduce mine to 1.5. After reducing to 1.5, all I will have to do is come back to update table and update page numbers only, since we didn't effect any changes in the body of the work. It's only in the table of content we are making changes. So I'm clicking OK and everything is back to normal. So this is how to make our numbered section in Microsoft Word. Thank you very much.